Thank you, everybody. Welcome back. I came by Rubey, and let's waste no time and get into the topic. And today's topic is thoughts, emotions. What do they produce? I'll tell you what they produce. They produce that of bioelectric energy. And what got me to thinking this video recently, I went to go help someone I hadn't seen in a while. Very good friend. Kind of the same thing that I teach. And they're in the process of, gaining more knowledge through esoteric wisdom, all types of things. Just put it this way. There's tons of places that you could go. Maybe like the ancient times. Imagine if there were still mystery schools, huh? Wouldn't that be something? So we were going over some things, reviewing things. Pretty awesome. Had a great time. Great topics and talking. And she said, Rube, you should check into bioelectricity. And I was like, bioelectricity. And I said, man, it sounds kind of like some things that I talked on the video, this and that. It's just that sometimes it clicks in and you just might call it something else or have a different theory of it, but it's the same thing. And then I was like, asked her, I said, wait a minute, is that, I gave her examples and there she goes, that's it. And it was what I was thinking. Just to show you this, there's no such thing as coincidences. And then I was sitting here today and I was like, man, I got to get this out. This is something, I like this topic. And what I came up with was your thoughts and emotions produce bioelectric energy. And that bioelectric energy, for example, you can harness it within yourself. And some people that have mastered becoming the oneness within themselves, some of the greats, he would say the greats like I'm talking about boxing or something, right? Yeah, the greats like Jesus and Buddha, right? But all jokes aside, people like them were known to what? Heal themselves, heal others. They say miracles and all this. Was it? Sure, it might be a miracle in the sense that if you can't do it, but in actuality, they might have just unlocked something that we are all capable of doing, but just don't believe. Because we do not know how to what? Produce that bioelectric energy in a certain manifestation to accomplish what we want, heal, fix, whatever it may be. Let's give a definition before I go deeper into this. Bioelectricity refers to the electrical phenomena of life processes, meaning that everything in life is interconnected. If you did it and you feel that you're in your own world, I would say go back, check out some prior videos, work on yourself to getting connected with that oneness. Because everything is connected, whether you want to believe it or not. I know sometimes it's hard because I myself have gone through tough periods where I'm like, felt like I'm the only one out there, So, bioelectricity, it's in everything. And what it is a frequency. Everything has a frequency or signal that's put out. One of the best definitions I really enjoyed and heard, and was, I can't remember the person's name. I can't take quote for it, but what they said was that the frequency is almost like you tune into a radio station. Like you might be 92.3, the other person is 92.4. So true. So each one of us has that individual frequency. Imagine this, we're on all different frequencies, but could still, how would you say, vibe and communicate with each other. But at the same time, you can feel if the energy is not one of good intention. You don't feel like when some people say they had intuition or I felt something and left and then this happened. That's all that vibe. Once you're able to tune into it and you reach a pretty, I wouldn't even say high level, but an opening within yourself spiritually, then this concept starts to come into play of bioelectricity. Bioelectricity, I think, is something that could be harnessed to do numerous things, and I think later on in the future, you'll be able to see people either heal or things that you'll be blown by, how if something's missing, a body part, whatever. A lot of things that I believe would help us, hopefully will come out in the future. And I really do, because I believe that we are technically advanced way beyond what we're shown or seen. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't want to get into these concepts and conspiracies because on this channel we're for spirituality. But I believe that if we get to that point where we could get this information now about science and all the religions and how a lot of things are connected, and from astrology and really get into reevaluating who we really are. Where did we come from? And go back to just having a free flow of information that we can help tons of people. When you go and you see something in a trademark or whatever, or an idea, or let's say more so a patent, becomes available once again, then you could build off that. And what happens? Another inventor comes and builds something greater and greater and greater. It builds off these ideas. When you close it down, a certain idea, and keep it to a small circle, that's when it'll start dying. You may think you're advancing things, but you're not, because you're slowly regressing. And then to the point where, what is the point? If we all were to help each other and put ourselves higher, and that, I believe, sometimes could be the special interest of whoever it may be, that maybe doesn't want that. But I'll tell you this, I see now the times are changing. Times are coming along where I believe through education, through religion, through everything you could imagine, politics, through just the whole paradigm is going to shift and be turned upside down, because now people are starting to awaken. They're starting to understand that, wait a minute, something don't feel right. Yeah, it doesn't feel right because you're starting to question everything within life, what you were taught. Always keep an open mind. Always remember, no one has the perfect answer, but we at least need to work with each other to help each other find the answer or whatever they're trying to achieve. So let's go now into the different frequencies we talked about, how they can, believe it or not, aid or heal the body, mind, and spirit. Take technology out of it. If you are within a vibrational frequency within your body, if you ever see some people that are deeply meditate, they look a lot younger than what they are, number one. Number two, a lot of them have no health issues. Number three, they're at peace with themselves and look content with having almost bare minimum, because they start to realize things start to fall off and they truly see what is important. And the last thing I'll leave you with is, remember this. You're on this planet for a reason. Make it count. Make it count. Because all the things that you may think are important, see what's really important. Family, your friends, people you really love. Because all the other stuff, I'm telling you, when time's over, you're not taking none of it with you. So at the same time, yes, build that strong foundation. Yes, build your legacy. Build something for yourself that you could be remembered by and leave on for your family, and for them to keep building and building on, and teach them how to maintain that integrity. That's something you want to leave. That way, that memory keeps going on. And if you are one of the lucky ones to have made it, meaning made it means not about money, but made it spiritually, made it alive, made it through a tough time, always pass on those blessings. So hey, take a look at that bioelectricity. See how it is, man. It's something amazing. Totally amazing. Put it this way. You have some animals in the deepest oceans you could imagine. Darkness. Total darkness, right? How did they evolve? That within their whole, the body of whatever animal or fish or whatever it may be, lights themselves up from the inside out. That if you would go down there, and they have taken pictures, it is like another world with all these beautiful bodies showing that what chi, that energy glowing from within. Take care.